Hello, the audience. Yep, finally. I think I mentioned that I wanted to do this series back when I was playing Pokemon Black. Oh yeah. Just like every Let's Player on the planet, technically, if you count the whatever atmosphere. I'm gonna linger on this. Point is, like everyone else, I'm gonna linger on this for a little bit. I've set a time limit so I don't go too far into this. But I just want to say that this is a very important game to me, and is a very important game to everyone. But not because it's like the first game I played or because it's the first Zelda game. It's just a game that I went into with such low expectations, and it completely blew me away with how amazingly good like every aspect of it was, and still is. And I think more than any other game on the N64, this holds up the best. And I know that it's saying a lot because of how much people love Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64, but I really like this one a lot more than those two. Yeah, I'm not going to skip this. I deliberately had this. There are 3 cutscenes that play when you linger on the thing for too long, and this is the least spoilery. So I'm going to let this go through like twice while I talk, which I completely wasted like all of my time just now. But yeah, I've done many playthroughs of this game, both on the N64 and the 3DS. It's been a journey trying to get the audio to work. And from what I can tell, it's taken 2 minor hits. One, like the general audio quality is a bit down. And also, if you, I don't know, played this game with headphones, then it's going to sound weirder. But it's, you know, it's a game on the N64, so it's going to sound weird anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's all I had to say, so we can just start now. Yeah, that's... The top one is my file. The second one is my brother's file, and that's Radam's file. I technically could delete that one, considering... Yeah. But I'm gonna erase my file. I was doing a 3-heart run, as you can see there. I only game over 5 times because I got bottles. But yeah, yeah, part of my research was to replay through this game one more time to see which order I wanted to do certain optional things in. Right, we have to name our character. Not a 0. Yeah, because I'm the hero of time. Fuck yeah, alright, that's it. Not a 0. That's really stupid. Let's do this. In the vast, deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. I'm going to make a note to read all of this text. And if I skip it, I'm going to write it down and read it later out of context. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or own guardian fairy. There's no audio right now, so it hasn't fucked up. We're good. I don't know why you care. You don't. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Yeah, drama. I know, but... This game gets good. Hold on. Yeah. I'm going to be shitting on Egoraptor sequelitis a lot. Not that I dislike Egoraptor. I'm going to do the Game Grumps thing real quick. Aaron, I love you. Let me on Guest Grumps. There's no reason you shouldn't let a 30-subscriber YouTuber on Guest Grumps. Yeah, maybe if I get cancer. Who knows? Or maybe if I just like come up to their office and beg. I don't know which one is theirs, so I'll just go to every building in LA. Anyway, this is a dream Link is having. It's a prophecy of the future. It's a future vision dream. Those happen sometimes. Navi. Navi. Was I about to make a Numa reference? Okay. Where art thou? Come hither. Almost said Hitler. Good thing I didn't say Hitler. Saying Hitler 3 times. Oh no. What the fuck is wrong with me? Hitler, but Beetlejuice. Okay, good job explaining the joke. Thank you. I high-fived myself. Shut up. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words. The words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm, worms? Yeah, it's funny to me. Shut up. Malevolent... It's not. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering. My god. I've been reading a lot, like, over the past 2 weeks. I'm barely halfway through what I'm on. And that doesn't make me any better at reading. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering. I recap, mustering is what that word is. To attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of this world. Of the world, shut up. But before the tremendous, Jesus, evil power, Terminus is the next game. Even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest nay, the world depends on thee. Fly, you fool. Yeah. I've watched Lord of the Rings. It was alright. I've sinned. This opening cutscene kind of blew my mind, and I'll let you know exactly the point that, like, freaked me out. That part, initially, was a bit freaky when I first saw this. Yeah, as well as that. Anytime Navi talks to people, it's always super weird. Or at least it was, but... And that bit, that blew my fucking mind as a kid. She went through a fence, through a hole in the fence. I didn't expect this game to have such level of detail. That's brilliant. I love that. So many things in this game that I fucking love. That was really loud, I guarantee it as well. I'm going to try and keep this same distance from the mic so, you know, I don't get really far away and then all of a sudden out of nowhere I'm like, oh yeah, I should be closer to the mic, and then I blow your ears out like I do to me. Hello, Not a Zero, wake up. I almost immediately regret naming him that, but that's fine. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Not a Zero, get up. Hey, come on. She said the hey part, whatever. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Indeedy. The Pokemon from, like, 20 years from now. I think after that, right? And this is 1986? More than 20 years from now. Almost 25, right? Almost. Yeah, almost 25. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to bring, to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. I have a fairy, hooray. Also, in addition to mentioning Egoraptor's sequelitis all the time, I'm also going to be mentioning the Ocarina of Time manga all the time, because I read that. Not recently, so I'm going to be a bit fuzzy on some details. But Link in the manga was not as chill in this moment. Also, it does depart a little bit from the game and gets weird. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going right now. Aye, aye. So I'd like to mention that the N64 controller is famously awful. And yeah, this is just, we're going. First 3D Zelda. So it's surprisingly polished for what it is. And this isn't one of those games where I'm going to say it's good at the time. It's good now. Like, it's a very quality game that stands up now. So that's mainly why I want to play it. Yahoo! Hey, Not a Zero? I don't know if they can legally say that nowadays. Like Yahoo wasn't a thing. Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you. Not a Zero. Yep, indeed. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Not a Zero. Indeed. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'm gonna stop saying indeed. They're just stating facts, so I'm just going to let those slide. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Okay, so that's Saria. They're close. Yeah, I don't remember much about Saria in the manga, but it was certainly a lot more interaction than hi, and then I leave. So we're going to start by kind of wandering around. Right, so you can see the map there. Also, this is Saria's house, marked by the hearts on top, which is adorable. However, if you pick up those hearts, they will disappear for the rest of the game. So don't pick them up. I'm totally kidding. They're just regular hearts. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please come with me. Okay. Okay, going anywhere? You can summon Navi or put her away by just pressing A when there's nothing to interact with. It's kind of nice. You can Z-target. There is no camera control apart from Z-targeting, but it is really responsive. It, like, boom, zips over there. Rather than magically teleporting behind there, like some games do, which completely miss the point, because that means you, like, get disoriented. This one's, like, it's slow enough that you can see where the camera went. And then there are a bunch of combat moves, like, you know, rolling, side-hopping, backflipping, and we'll get into more later. But it's amazing as to how many things you can do with so few buttons. PC Master Race ain't got nothing on this. So the Great Deku Tree's this way, but we have to get through this guy. Hey you, Mr. No Fairy, what's the business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Indeed. Two things there. One, I'm gonna stop saying indeed, I'll try. And two, I really didn't put enough emotion into this performance. Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. That's like 3 voices I just gradually eased into, whatever. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without a sword and a shield? Oh, I keep changing them. What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready yet, but if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Yeesh. Okay, so we gotta go out and find a sword and shield. So, naturally, the one with the red roof is the shop, which it's not. Whatever, you can check the signs. Kokiri shop. We have the original forest goods. By the way, those symbols on the sign, that's very Star Trek-esque because that's an actual language. The way Zelda does their languages is that it's either English or Japanese, but they change the symbols. I believe that's Japanese, but they just change the symbols to be random nonsense, and then you can translate them back, and they actually say shit. Hi, not a zero. Look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. So this is Z targeting, and then you can speak to things from a distance, or have Navi explain the things from a distance. Yes, that's how you use a fairy. It's so great that you finally have a fairy. Fairy partner, whatever. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press Z to look in that direction. If you use Z targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. Jesus. It scrolls faster than or slower than I'm reading, so I expect it to end when I stop. When you have nothing, okay, I have no excuse for that one. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press Z just to look forward. Try it. Boom. Boom. Yeah, also Navi sometimes, every time when you boot up the game as well, she'll say hey, and then she'll have some information for you on the up C button. The left half of the controller is completely useless in this game, pretty much. Does it do anything? It is not doing anything. Nope. Okay. Welcome. Talk to the owner. We sell shields, but not swords. Okay. So, there's the shield, the Deku shield. In the manga, there's only one of them. In this one, you can, and probably will, lose the shield constantly. So, it's good that you can buy them. Yeah, and then we got arrows, and hearts, and seeds, and nuts, and sticks, and things. I think it's, what is it, rocks and sticks and things? I'm quoting a song, only I know. I'm kidding. Whatever. Obscure song reference. I don't remember what it's called. Okay, so we gotta find 40 rupees for the shield. And then I also kind of want to get some nuts, but we'll see. Yeah, so we can just walk around and pick up rupees. But we also have to figure out where to find a sword. I know where the swords are. I've played this game many times, so don't think that I'm just wandering around nonsensically. I know what I'm doing. Like standing on a house, for instance. By the way, in the files, there exists data that has a shield hanging over that doorway, which implies that you were supposed to somehow manage to knock it down, and that would be how you get a shield. But imagine when they added the, like, shield removal things in the future, which we'll get to way later. I haven't been timing this. Shit. I'm just going to assume we've been doing this for 10 minutes and record for another 20. Right. But yeah, I assume when they added the shield removal feature, they decided that it would just be easier to buy it at a shop. Hole of Z. Let's go through this. Let's go through this hole. Stand in front of the hole and push forward towards it. When the action icon shows enter, press A to crawl into the hole. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So yeah, when the action icon says something like when it says attack, it doesn't actually attack. You just roll. When you interact with a rock, it can say nothing apparently. When you look at a sign, it says check, and then enter. Boom, right there. I've wasted so much fucking time. All right. Yep, stopwatch. Boom. When that hits 20, I will stop recording and then just call this a longer episode, I think. Yeah. Yay, more rupees. I can try and pull grass. Doesn't quite work, so. And that's a giant boulder. Yeah, I know it's on a set path, so it's whatever. Viewpoint with Z targeting. When you have no object to look at, you can just look forward with Z. Stop moving and then change the direction you are facing, or hold down Z for a little while. And this can help you get oriented and direction. Okay, whatever. So yeah, basically just telling me that, boom, I'm now facing the way the character's facing. So it's very useful. Also, if you press up while Navi's not pestering you, you enter first-person mode. This is basically useless. It's just a feature left over from way early in the game's development, where they had the idea of, let's make Zelda in first person. I am so glad they didn't do that. I'm not so glad now that we have VR, and we could easily do that, but, you know, like a mode for Labo VR, not like, you know, put it on the Vive. No, fuck that. Visit the house of the Know-It-All Brothers to get answers to all your item-related questions. So this is a chest. Big chest. It does this. Long hype. It's been like every Zelda game after this, so. You got the Kokiri Sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it. On the equipment sunscreen, select it with the cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. So, yeah, we don't have it equipped immediately, so we got to go into our, our start menu. Ooh, almost. I won't go into what until I fuck it up, which I know I will on recording too. But I'm not going to say it yet. Okay, yeah, so we're in the start menu. And, yeah, so we've got the map, which has Kokiri Forest, that's all right now. The quest status, which we have so many items. The equipment, which we have so many items. So yeah, we got tunic, boots, and sword. And items, which is nothing. Okay, so we have basically just the sword. We have the clothes on our back and our sword. So something I like about this game is every time you equip stuff, it like visibly changes your character, which is something from Zelda 1, and I'm so glad they never changed it. I did not mean for that to come across as sarcastic, but if there's a game where, you know, you equip stuff and it doesn't change, then that came across as sarcastic. So, for the record, I'm smart. Yeah, I believe I should double check this before I keep saying it, but I believe this came out right after Link's Awakening. So a lot of the stuff in this game is Link's Awakening-esque. Yeah, so we can chop down bushes and stuff now. Yeah, cut grass with a sword. You're right! Okay, I should show you all of the variation of attacks that you can do now that you have a sword. So there's still side hops and backflips, but also there's a jump slash. There's a, if you Z-target, hold forward, and press B, you can jab and then do a slash. If you slash 3 times, you do a bigger slash. That takes more time. Yeah, there's some other stuff that I'm forgetting. You can sidle in diagonal ways. Yeah, okay. So you can still roll as well. Whew, and then you can put that stuff away and then go back to the original stuff. It's weird. It gets more complicated when you get a shield, who knew? Which we still need more rupees for, and I didn't pick up as many rupees as I probably should have. But we can cut grass now, so that's good. Wow, this is a mouthful. I plan to keep talking this much for every episode, so Yeah, be prepared for a commentary channel to be actually making commentary as opposed to most Pokemon Sword episodes. Now that I just like Pokemon Sword, I just have less to say about it. Yay, 5 rupees and a girl. Oh god. Hey, you came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with... Oh god, fucking... Okay. Yeah. So I am a real man according to her, so fuck you, Mido. Yes, I have a grudge against a virtual child this time. Not that I have grudges against actual children in real life. Where the hell do I get more rupees? I don't remember. I suppose now is a good time to go show off the other part of Kokiri Forest. I'm gonna break some rocks in the meantime. Yeah, just up there. I was climbing it to get onto the house. But over this way, we can find, yeah, the other part of Kokiri Forest, which is really intimidating, and I didn't like the first time I played, and still don't like very much now, but I've memorized the whole thing, so we're good now. So, the Lost Woods. Yeah, so, welcome to the Lost Woods, where the opening of Majora's Mask happens. So this way we've got a Skull Kid, who, can we kill him yet? Nope, okay. If you kill him, he gives you 200 rupees, which is a lot. He gives you a yellow rupee, which is, yeah, the rupee that's worth the most in the game. It's 200, obviously. Yeah, so we got this part of the Lost Woods. I'm gonna avoid getting completely lost. I don't expect you to know where the hell we are. That was a Deku merchant back there. They are everywhere. They're like rats. No offense to any Deku merchants in the audience. But they are literally everywhere. I mean, not literally everywhere, but whatever. Yeah, they're all over the place. So, the main gimmick of the Lost Woods is that this is where we came from. And there are 3 options in any given area, usually. I mean, that one had 1 option, but whatever. The music will get quieter over here, I think, right? Oh, no, that's later. Okay. Yeah, basically, yeah, basically, if you go through this one, you'll be brought back to the entrance, and not, like, inside the Lost Woods, you'll pop out back in Kokiri Forest. But there are... you do have the ability to just wander around in here. Yeah, I'm gonna not get completely sidetracked here. Alright, time to go back to the entrance. Wait, bushes. Yeah, there we go. Those are some bugs. We'll get back to them later. This game's got a lot of stuff in it. Like, everything that moves you can interact with, which is amazing. I should have 40 rupees by now. What am I missing? Whee! I like jumping on houses. Yeah, okay. If you do this bit... Alright, hold on. I did it before. Stepping stones in the pond. If you boldly go in the direction you want to jump, you will leap automatically. If you hop around in the stones, you'll become happier. So yeah, I'm not jumping when I do this. It's just I walk forward and then it automatically jumps for me. Which is very nice, and keeping with Zelda traditions of not having a jump button. So, Link jumps now, but there's no button for it. Which I like, but they changed in later Zelda games. It's whatever. It makes sense for Breath of the Wild, at least. Okay, we have exactly 40 rupees. Let's get the Deku Shield. Oh my god, I've talked non-stop for what I guess is 18 minutes. Oh shit, well, it's just telling me the stuff that I'm going to show off in a second anyway. Nope, that'll be all. I wish it wasn't, because I want more money. I'm going to be the greediest son of a bitch in the world when playing this game. Also, you can just save it anytime. Okay, so, yeah. You can crouch down and hold the shield out in front of you using R1, or just R. That's before they had triggers. I mean, yes, it is. So, yeah, we can angle it for reasons that we'll explain later. Also, if you charge like that, you can do a spin attack, and then you can do like a quick spin attack if you flick the thing. There we go. For like a faster charge. I'm not good at it, though, so I will not be attempting it very often. I'm going to show it off like once more. But anyway, now that you have that, and then you can do that, and then you can use, you know, your shield in conjunction with that to like jab, shield, and shit. Anyway, I like this. Combat's complicated in this, and that's a good thing, as Aaron said. I'm not just shitting on it. Alright. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least have equip a sword and shield. Yeah, what's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? It's the Kokiri Sword. Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot. How did you get to be the favorite of Saria in the Great Deku Tree, huh? So Saria is like second in command. Which is my catchphrase of the series. We'll go over later. Okay, first enemies time. Yeah, these are what? I don't remember. Alright, so that's a Deku Stick, obviously. Okay, so if we Z-target an enemy and then have Navi talk to us. Deku Baba. Though it looks withered, it will hurt. It will hurt you if you touch it. Let me just kill it. Boom, turns into a stick. We use the stick. So, right, the Deku Sticks are interesting. I will do this for literally every item. The Deku Sticks function basically the same as a sword. They have a longer reach. They break when you hit them on shit, so let's not do that too often. The Deku Babas regrow as well. Yeah. Boom. Bitch. Okay, so now we got 3 Deku Sticks. I'll just equip it there. Why not? Great Deku Tree. I'm back. That's Navi talking. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Not a zero, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless, and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Not a zero, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. You need to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. And power. Haha. Okay. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes, please. I don't remember what happens when you press now. Then enter, brave Not a Zero, and thou, too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Not a Zero. And Not a Zero, when Navi speaks, use up to listen well to her words of wisdom. So we just go in his mouth. They gloss over how he's talking, while his mouth is completely wide open, or fused shut. But, you know, it's whatever. Don't think about it. It's like they didn't have the graphics. Okay, so now we're in the first dungeon already. First episode, first dungeon, we're here. Yeah. So now we've got Deku Babas. And if they hit your shield, they kind of bounce back. And when you kill a Deku Baba like this, they drop. You got a Deku Nut. Yeah, Deku Nuts. Deku Nuts are easily the most underrated item in Zelda history. They are fantastic, and usually people never use them, like, not even once. They are amazing. Watch what happens. Boom, stunned. Bam, free Deku Stick. They are the best. Look at this wall, the vines growing on it give a rough surface. Maybe you can climb. Yes. So anything that there are vines or a ladder, you can climb them. You have infinite stamina. Yeah, so it's pretty much whatever. Whew. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we got all we need there. Okay, another big chest. Big chests, usually, they contain 3-ish things. They will contain a dungeon map, a compass, an item, like the dungeon item or the Kokiri Sword, and in one instance, I think literally only one instance in a mini dungeon, it provides a piece of heart, and that is it. I will be switching between piece of heart and heart piece constantly. Yay, map! The first one you find on the main progression is usually the map, and then the item, and then the compass is usually really, like, not hard to find, but it's kind of set aside. Skull Waltala. Be careful not to touch it. Be careful not to try and say that, lest you have an aneurysm. You can open a door! Oh my god, yes, okay. We don't need to go over how to open a fucking door. This is This is the reason people don't like Navi, is that one interaction right there. Okay, I mean, this is like the first 3D Zelda game and one of the first games to break all of this ground, so it makes sense that Navi has to explain how to open a door like this, because people didn't know about that stuff beforehand, but it's just frustrating nowadays. Just making sure my microphone was plugged in. I was going to have a heart attack. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it'll work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. So I did that earlier when I accidentally jumped off the cliff and landed at the bottom of the dungeon. Also, I forgot to... That was a Deku scrub. I forgot to check him with Navi, so we'll just do the next one. Ooh, it's uneasy. It fell over. Yeah. So then up here is our first optional thing. What does this do? Is this seeds? Or is this nuts? That's a recovery heart. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Okay, here we go. What could it be? You found the fairy slingshot. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to those three things. Press a C button to take it out and hold it. And you can aim. Okay, yeah. Want to shoot right away. First press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what I'm doing for this, what I usually do is I put the projectiles on the left C button, the bombs or Deku Seeds on the bottom C button. Spoiler alert, there are bombs in a Zelda game. And the Ocarina on the far right. Spoiler alert, there's an Ocarina in a game called Ocarina. Okay, ladder. Look, something is hanging up there. It looks like an old ladder, indeed. I should stop saying that. Okay, yeah. So, boom, we're in the slingshot mode. Bam. Okay. So the Deku Seeds that we saw in the shop earlier are the ammo for this. Which, yep, there they are. You got the Deku Seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for the slingshot. Yep, that's it. And we can hold 30 right now. There are upgraded bags and all that. And oh my god, there's so fucking much in this. I imagine I will slow down in the later dungeons. But right now, it's a lot. And I'm gonna have to find a good place to stop any second now. Yeah, like the next 4 minutes. Okay, so there's still one more up there. And if you try and... I suppose I can show it off. If you try and climb this while there are Skullwaltalas, then they kind of glow pink. Do you want to try? Okay. Show it off. Come on, do your thing. It's a bad example. Hello? Oh, it's when I move it. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I thought you always had to shoot them down. But they stop looking at you when you stop moving. Oh, that's freaky. I honestly didn't know that. See, this is why I like this game. Because after playing this for basically my entire life, I just discovered something new. That's awesome. Alright, 3 minutes until I gotta... According to this, I've already gone over, I guarantee it. Ah, right. I suppose we'll do this room and then get out. So this is where the compass is, because we could have progressed further in the dungeon anyway, but this is a good place. Okay, so we can step on this. It produces these. Oh god, alright, so we got a couple things over here. Oh, yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. What is happening? Okay. Skulltula. Its soft belly is its weak spot, which it's refusing to turn around, so... I kind of feel bad. Alright, this is a gold Skulltula. Or Skulltula, or whatever you want to call it. Skull spider. You can't Z-target them. You can only hear them, and this game has stereo sound, so you can actually hear which direction they're coming from. Something I don't have on, because it was... Yeah, anyway, for the audio to work, I can't have stereo sound working. So yeah. And you can't Z-target them, so you have to find them and then kill them. And they usually take 1 or 2 hits. There we go. Okay. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token providing proof that you destroyed it. So we've got 1 gold Skulltula. And there are, I think, either 50 or 100. Future me, put up the number, please. Thank you. Future me is my slave. Yeah, watching all those interactions with Mark and Sive, or Sive? No, that's wrong. Mark and Lynxian made me want to have a better relationship with my editor, me. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. Which I started by commanding him to do something and calling him my slave. I'll work it out. Okay, compass time. What was I saying? Oh yeah. No, I was done. There. Oh right, yes, Skulltulas. There's gonna be a Side Quest Sundays episode where I go around collecting all the Skulltulas, probably after the series is finished. Because there are only 3 things that you get before you get like 3 progression items for getting Skulltulas. And then after that, it's pretty much useless. But you know, keep trying. I think at the very end you get like a piece of heart, which is just so bittersweet. Okay, I think this is pretty much the, yeah, okay. Hold on. Ow. Ah, fuck. There we go. Yeah, if you jump slash, it does double damage, so very useful. I think also spin attack does double damage. Okay, so if you... Oh god, if I get close enough and then look straight down. There's a web down there. So we need to crash down from a super high height and destroy it. Okay, and then I'm going to do that next time. Because, yeah, this is like the first section of the dungeon. So next time we'll do the rest of the dungeon. And probably some more. Okay, good night everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4.